Joey Reese, Biggie Shop. Get yourself a pickle. Get yourself a boot. Joey Reese, Biggie Shop. Pickle time is happening.
And action. Go. Action. Give me pouty. Give me pouty. I want pouty. Okay? Give me scared. Give me scared. You're a boy in the corner. Someone gave you some buttery corn. You're scared. You don't know you should eat it. Okay? Okay, I like it. Now give me happy. Give me silly. You're now eating that corn. It's making you very happy. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. The range that you have in acting is amazing. Now give me romance. You want that corn. You want to make out with that corn. You want to insert that corn. Okay, I like it. That face is kind of off-putting, but we can go with it. We can still use it. Okay?
That's for only the Patreons.
It's
all
only
video.
The fan. That's
only
for
the real
only
fans.
The fans.
Only
the fans.
Only the humans.
Yeah.
It's our only fans page.
Yes, only the fans page.
What is up,
things
homeboy?
I want to bring up on this to start this off.
Right off the bat, you're just gonna do it?
Just right off the bat, a couple of things.
Uh-huh.
One, Noel Dubois. His son's name is Timothy Emmanuel. He did not go with Grimlock.
Dude.
Timothy Emmanuel. But he's from Australia. So it's like, Timothy Emmanuel. Yeah?
Yeah, but not
they say yeah.
Grimlock.
Yeah, Grimlock.
I'm disappointed we didn't throw in any of our favorite Australians, our homeboys that follow around Zartan, the Dreadnoks.
Oh, so amazing.
He could have, after any of those.
What were their names? Blowtorch,
Steve, and Fred Savage.
No, one was Buzzsaw.
Oh, yeah, Buzzsaw. I had that guy. He had glasses.
Blowtorch,
and he had a
Buzzsaw. Yeah, he had like a machine gun that instead of a bayonet had a chainsaw on the front of it.
Yeah, and then there was a guy that was basically Lemmy from Motorhead, except Lemmy was not sober enough to sue.
Right. So there was and I think that was Steve. So it was Blowtorch.
Yeah.
I'm
Buzzsaw, Dreadnoks. Oh man, they added some Dreadnoks, according to the Joe.
There should only be 3, and then there should only be 3, but then there was like a female that they added.
Dread members going to 2. Okay, number 2 here in Dreadnought. But wow, dude, there's a ton.
No, there's not a ton.
Zarana, Xandar, twin to Zarana, Buzzer, Ripper, and Torch. I thought his name was Buzzsaw.
Yeah, and I thought it was Blowtorch. But yeah,
Monkey
Buzzer,
Wrench,
Ripper, and Torch.
Thrasher,
No.
Gnawhide, Road Pig, Zanzibar. I think the people from Upper Volta have they should have sued that guy. Right?
I remember
that's
Road
a history.
Pig, but I didn't think he was a
joke.
dread.
Storm Rider, Burnout, Rugrat, Machete, Death Metal, Crusher, Heart Wrencher, Chop Shop, Demolisher. Then Dreadhead Cousins, 2 sets of 3 brothers, Billy Bob, Cletus, Joe Bob, Otis, Roscoe, and Vance. Basically the cast of the Dukes of Hazzard. It's too much.
No.
This is why this is what killed G.I. Joe. Too much. It's too much.
When G.I. Joe went to the bugs, the bug people, is when I was a kid. That's when I like cashed out. I was with it to like Serpentor. Like when Serpentor, wasn't Serpentor the one that they took all the like different things of people throughout history?
Yeah, Genghis Khan.
And they made
Star Shadow fell in the juice.
Yeah.
And he came back and he was like, he had seen some shit, dude. He came back.
Yeah.
He did the
And
sleeping phoenix. Guys, if you know about that maneuver. Stark Shadow perfected it, and he did the sleeping phoenix and then fell in the Serpentor juice, and then he came back and he was like, he was messed up. He had seen some shit, guys.
he was like, hey guys, smoke them if you got them.
I had seen about 10,000 years of murder.
I just suddenly realized that wearing all this wrap has been kind of a waste of my life. He's just smoking. He's like the dude who's sitting in the waiting room of Beetlejuice, just like, hey guys, smoke them if you got them.
Yeah.
And that's
So-
how he talks too. He's like, I realize I've been wasting my life away.
Oh,
Hey guys, I realize all this karate's been a waste of time.
no.
But yeah, so Noel's kid is Timothy Emmanuel Duboulay.
Yeah.
From
Congrats.
Eastern Australia.
No. And
From
Timothy.
near Perth.
And his wife, Zorana.
Ivy.
It's Ivy? Come on. Ivy?
it's Ivy.
It could have been Zorana. Guys,
Yeah.
get on board. Okay? I'm not telling you how to live your life, but if you want to live life to its fullest, which is our motto here at the Joe and Reese's Pickle and Boot Shop.
Motto? What's a motto? Nothing. What's the matter with you? I'm playing up for the cameras today
I really
'Cause-
enjoy it, Joe.
because I realized, I'm wearing my Gretzky jersey too.
Jeez.
Joe,
our
now that
motto-
we're on video.
Pickle and Boot Shop, live life to
Yeah.
its fullest. Does that
It
sound
is.
right?
Yeah, I think we've had a few mottos over the years, over
That's
the months.
probably-
How long have we been doing this?
I don't know, a
Couple of weeks.
Couple weeks.
More than 6, less than 8. The other
Good
thing I
call.
want to bring up is Daniel Rock kind of led the charge of getting a little salty about on the last episode. I said when the Diabolical Discussion page started, it was kind of like the I Hate 5 Iron Frenzy, where there was like memes and political memes and stuff like that. And man alive, I don't want to say I got attacked. I think being a little overboard, being a little sensitive, but everybody was like, it was never political memes and stuff like that. Guess what? I misspoke. But at the beginning, the Diabolical Discussion page was a lot more like people putting up like funny memes.
Yeah,
and
now it's
gotten away from memes and it's like discussion. It's
a-
more fun. Like people are posting pictures of their kids. People are posting their new podcast. If you know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. Did you listen to the new podcast put out by Jared Freese, Kevin Brennan, Pete Hutchinson, and I think they got some other
Peterson
fellas on there. Yeah. Have you heard that? It's called a pickle home companion.
Yeah, I did not listen to it yet. I'm very excited to listen to it.
You guys listen. I'm going to be emailing them. I want their show until they get their feet up and running underneath them. I want us to put it out as bonus material for our stuff as part of our thing. And I want people to listen. I want them to be under that umbrella. And then when they get their feet up under them and people are listening, they just have a good time with it. But I thought it was so good. They do what. Do you remember when we first started this? I said we should do 2 podcasts a week. We should do ours, and then we should do one where we critique ourselves. Do you remember this conversation we had? And we never did that.
Vaguely.
These guys are doing it. These guys are like critiquing. They're like righting our wrongs. They're continuing discussions and stuff like that. So I think it's pretty cool. It'll be a nice companion to this podcast. And I think it's awesome. I'm humbled I'm honored that they're wasting their time doing it, and I think it's going to be pretty funny.
I love it. I'm super excited, and I want more people to make more podcasts to come under our umbrella. It's a lot of people call it a pyramid scheme, but I like to call it a multi-level opportunity franchise.
Well, and you know what? Also, in all honesty, people do call it a pyramid scheme. I like to call it a trapezoid scheme. Because there's not just one person getting paid at the top; it's you and I. So it's more of a trapezoid, if you will.
Like, it's like a reverse pyramid. Is that what you say?
Yeah, it's like an upside down food triangle.
Like one person is paying all these people's bills. Just like one. It's like this. Yeah. It's like when people play YMCA.
Mojoko.
No, it's this way. CA, but it's this way. Just why?
Why is the question? Why? I have something to ask you. So, what happened with this coworker in their crap car yesterday?
Oh, one of my nurses, she had a trailer on her Jeep, and she jackknifed it, and it popped her tire. So she's like, I don't have a jack. So I went out there with my jack.
She goes, I don't have a jack. You wouldn't understand. It's a Jeep thing. The whole time you should have just been like, I don't understand. I don't understand this. Is this a Jeep thing? Does she answer this? Does she have ducks on her dashboard?
Oh, tons of them. And I'm like, that's what I'm like. I don't understand the whole time. It's a video thing, guys. You don't even understand. It's a video thing.
And if you're in a Jeep, you really wouldn't understand.
You really
Or if you're not in a Jeep.
You're like upside down and you got a thing on the back. It's like, if this rolls over, just flip me back.
Jack?
Just get on in the Jeep.
Just flip me back, Jack. With the nut sack and a crack.
I'm going to flip the top off and we're going to go find some ducks.
Hey, did I ever tell you that I saw a video of a guy fart out his nuts?
I think you did, Joe. I think you did. He shoved them up there, and then you fart. Yeah. I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of you that you're a normal person after that. Like, you're still going. You saw it.
Yeah, and I'm still trucking.
Still trucking.
Still picking them up and putting them down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did the cruise, the Woodward cruise go?
Was awful.
Oh,
and
Lord.
I know I was going to take video of it to show you.
Yeah.
There was never a good time where I could take video. And but so many people record stuff that I just wanted to tell the listeners and everybody, if you want to know what I had to do as far as for roofing, like we got that contract. Look up YouTube 2024 Woodward, 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 well, one word, Dream Cruise 2024. Or you could put in any date in the past. It's been going on for 30 some years, and it will show you what we have to deal with. Unfortunately, over the past few years, it's getting worse and worse with when it starts getting darker in the evening and the sun starts going down. People who come out that aren't really coming out for the classic cars and the Dream Cruise, they're coming out to like do donuts in parking lots and in intersections, and motorcycles that just want to cause chaos and then, tear off from police and whatnot. So it's getting to the point where it's very, very, very hard to enjoy as a family.
Yeah.
because it's starting to take like a turn for the worse. But it was awful. So Friday it was absolutely terrible, and then Saturday I didn't think it could get any worse, and then Saturday it got worse. And then Sunday it was over. It's only a Friday and Saturday event. And Sunday it was just kind of a chill day, and then the last 2 days, Heidi, I had told her this weekend that I was just spent from Dream Cruise. And so normally on my off days, I'm doing chores and trying to help her out and everything like that and keep the house tidy. And I was like, I don't want to do anything. And she's like, you don't have to do anything. So
I didn't have any left.
I have read, I have played video games. I did like vacuum and do some like smaller things, but oh my gosh, it was awful. It's awful.
Man, I'm sorry. It seemed like it was so fun last year.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. It's what started off like car enthusiasts that want to enjoy cars. So again, if it's something you're interested in looking, figuring out what I'm talking about, again, YouTube Woodward Dream Cruise, you can see it. Then you'll have an idea of what I'm talking about. And it used to be like, people would bring their classic cars and their muscle cars, and they would drive up and down Woodward, which is a big boulevard. It's 4 lanes north, 4 lanes south. It goes from Pontiac, Michigan, all the way down to Detroit, Michigan. And so people just cruise with their cars. People line up all on the side under tents. They rent out businesses, Airbnbs, all this stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And people just sit all day and watch endless parade of cars go by. And it's not that. It's getting to be where like someone with like a 2022 Dodge Charger like shows up. And it's not, when I say like a guy, it's tons. It's like car clubs from Detroit that are all like Chargers made in the last like 3 years, or Challengers, or Jeep clubs.
Nothing.
So
none of the cool stuff.
Yeah. So what started off with cruisers and like the old school cruisers, like, yes, there would be muscle cars, but people aren't doing like burnouts and stuff.
Yeah.
Now people are doing like burnouts. People like, it's like I said, it's all these weird. Do you know what a slingshot is?
Yeah.
It's like
it's what Bart Simpson carries around back pocket.
Yeah.
Yep. Totally know what it is.
Close. It's like a little vehicle that's like a 3-wheeled vehicle.
Oh,
it's got two wheels in front and one in the back.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and you can totally customize them. They have bajillion ways to customize them. So then like those things start showing up. I don't know. It's the stupidest thing. My dad, who's a major car enthusiast, he stopped going years ago because he was like,
"Is nothing cool?" It's just
he's like, it's not the muscle cars and the classic cars anymore. He's like, you sit there and you just watch Charger after Challenger go by, and people in like jacked up Ford F-150s. And it's just, and then like the classic cars are kind of sprinkled throughout, or the classic cars are like on the side of the road, kind of set up with their hoods open.
Yeah.
And they're not driving. They're just sitting there so you can walk and you can see them. But, oh my gosh, it's awful. But
that's kind of how I feel watching the Fast and the Furious movies. Like, I loved it at first because you're like, I want to see somebody who has a neck that's twice as thick as their head. And then, you see Vin Diesel. And then they kept going with it, and they started ruining it with, like, making a plot and action, and then I was like, I'm done with this. What are they acting now?
Have you seen like the 8th one?
No, I have not seen any of them, Joe, and I'm never gonna watch them. I never, ever.
Reese, listen to me.
No,
Listen to me. You just gotta let me finish this sentence. I've never seen any of them. I never wanted to see any of them. They do not interest me. Nothing. I started dating Heidi. Her guilty pleasure was Fast and Furious. I was like, Hides, I'm never going to watch these with you. She's
Yeah.
like, you have to. She goes, they get so crazy where like the plots are just completely hyper fiction.
Uh-huh.
So the only Fast and Furious I've ever watched, the only one was, I believe, number 8, where they go into space. Reese, they go into space.
Uh-huh.
Like, I think one of like the Wayans brothers and this other
That
dude,
makes sense.
they take like a Pontiac Fiero and strap like an engine, like a rocket engine to it. And these two guys they're not astronauts. They're not trained. They've never trained to go into space.
Well-
They're literally drug runners or whatever the plot of Fast and Furious are. It's just these two dudes. Oh, it's the Wayans brother and then the guy who's like the model and like Tyreek or something like that. Tyrese, something like that. Those two get in a Fiero in the desert and like get it up to 88 miles an hour or whatever, and then hit the booster and they fly into space. And then they have this is the God's honest truth. And then they have these like homemade like breathing apparatus for in space. They like connect to like a satellite and like pick up like some Russian guy. And then they come back to Earth and they land the Fiero safely.
Yeah, I still
then
don't want
here's
to
the
watch
other
it.
crazy thing.
That's not sell it to me. I'm not like, oh
Reese,
man,
you gotta,
wait
you
a
gotta.
second.
You gotta. And the other one, I hear they're doing a new one, and the rumor is that they go to hell. Seriously, I read that online, that like the plot of the new Fast and Furious, because they've embraced the fact that they get just crazy and people still go to them. And so at this point, it's almost like Sharknado. And I thought I read online that the next one, they're instead of space, they're going to hell.
Yeah.
Which just means Cleveland. Hey-oh. Waka, waka, waka. I'm here all week, people trying to deal. Hey. Speaking of Cleveland, I've had something. Speaking of big old Cleveland Steamers, there's something I want to discuss.
Mm-hmm.
It's been on our notes for a couple of weeks, and
my child said, "My apologies."
Oh,
how nice is that?
So here's the thing that's I wanted to bring up to you and ask you about it. The Olympics. Growing up, did you get into the Olympics? Did you watch them?
Yeah.
Did you root for them?
Yeah. I mean, so I have to tell you, I grew up in Steamboat Springs. We watched the Winter Olympics because we knew people in it. You know, it would be like the lady that we made Christmas cookies for and gave me an Easter basket. Like all 3 of her kids were in the Olympics. This kid that I went to the babysitter with was like one of the freestyle skiers. He got a silver. It was stuff like that. Like Winter Olympics, we were on board because we knew people, or it was like kids that of families that my parents knew and stuff. And then Summer Olympics, yes, because I was a swimmer and a diver and I loved watching that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember growing up, like the Olympics were so rad. I had like the video games. So while the Olympics were going on, like me and my friends would, make our characters and we would do our own Olympics on like Nintendo and stuff like that. But do you think the Olympics have changed now with, so this is what I'm stumbling through trying to set up. Mm-hmm. I'm unhappy with the Olympics now because of social media. It's taken the patriotism out of it. Like I swear, all the Olympics are all the athletes that are from first world countries just trying to get more money. So they're just trying to figure out how, like, it doesn't matter that they're competing for their country. They're trying to figure out how to be bigger than that.
Yeah.
And what sucks is, like, I remember, growing up, all the Olympic athletes and stuff like that like sure, people would sign deals with like McDonald's. You remember like Dan and Dave or something like that?
Yes, the two runners. But
yeah, like decathletes and stuff like that.
They used to have a rule that you couldn't compete in the Olympics if you were a professional athlete. And that, I think that changed. So those guys becoming sponsored by McDonald's, they did it after the Olympics, because if they were paid for doing what they did before, then they couldn't participate.
Well, I think that's only for collegiate athletes.
No, I think it was for the Olympics. Because remember, it was a big deal. Like all the Olympic basketball team was just college athletes, and then all of a sudden it was like NBA stars.
But I don't think that had anything to do with Olympic rules. That was just United States.
I think it was both.
Well, because like in other countries, like say like Russia, Russia would always have their professionals compete on their Olympic teams.
Okay,
and then
it was just us.
And then like the United States, we had a whole thing where it was like we want amateurs. Like it should be amateurs. The spirit of the sport, I believe. Fact checkers, Pickle Home Companion, you guys can fact check this. But
yeah,
I thought it was just the United States. So finally, when we said, you know what, we'll start sending the best of the best. We'll start sending our pros.
We started cleaning it up.
Yeah, we did. But here's the thing. So this is what's driving me nuts. I didn't watch the Olympics this time around. I would see the updates and hear the updates on the radio and stuff.
Same.
But it's like,
I feel guilty weighing in on this because I'm like, well, I only saw like a couple clips of Ray Gun.
Right. But that is exactly why I'm bringing it up.
Mm-hmm.
It's because the Olympics is no longer this thing where like it's a groundswell of patriotism and people sit down and root for their country and you watch the you watch the Olympics and they have, there's always some sort of story, some hometown story that's running through each event and who you're rooting for and how they got there and what they overcame. And now it's like what captured the attention for a week was some dude's dong hit the pole vaulting bar.
Yeah.
And
on social media, did they talk about it on the TV though? Was they like, let's show this again?
Yeah. So like this dude who's like an Olympic athlete who's worked his entire life to do pole vaulting, and what happened there, I'm sure happens all the time, all over the world at different competitions. This dude who's like an Olympic athlete is now all over and famous because his like dong knocked the bar down. And it started,
I'm sure it doesn't,
pun intended, rubbing me wrong. You know what I mean?
It doesn't help
like,
with this amateur pole vaulting work.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't hurt.
Probably doesn't.
He's probably doing okay there.
But like making fun of people, like I know that Ray Gun, like she was awful. But in 2024, where everybody has the ability to put stuff out over the internet, and it's no longer like journalists, it's no longer like, Kenny Albert or Marv Albert talking to these Olympic athletes. It's people making memes with goofy music. It is, I mean, are you picking up what I'm putting down? Like, does the Olympics feel like it's gone the way of the buffalo?
It's like watching TikTok instead of this patriotic swell that it used to be. Like, you're like, USA, that whole thing, and it's not that anymore.
Yeah.
And you know what this is? And this is going to offend you and some of our listeners. I think that the problem is that one party in our country has co-opted patriotism. Like, it's I can't fly a flag in front of my house because I don't want people to think I'm a Republican. I can't be that patriotic because they took it over. Like,
it's you who thinks that, but
no. Nope.
But when it comes back to the Olympics,
everyone I know,
like the size
who
of
leans
somebody's
left,
dong has nothing to do with Republican or Democrat.
it
The
has
fact
to
that
do.
like
Sure,
the fact
but
that athletes in different countries are pushing their OnlyFans.
yeah,
Like they're Olympic athletes and they're pushing their OnlyFans. Like there's somebody I want to say for like Great Britain, I think that she has. I heard on the radio she has an OnlyFans where like she's naked.
yeah.
So like
It's the
she's
same.
pushing.
Oh yeah,
You know,
like
it's like
Playboy would put people from the Olympics in Playboy. Like that was a thing way back when. It didn't take away from it. I just think that like to be a patriot in this country in these times, to be like, yeah, USA, you are painting yourself as a supporter of Donald Trump, and like you are this person. You're like a camo wearing, flag flying guy, and
hearing
like
you say this is like the same as if you would have just said like, you know what? I think this all has to do with the suitcase industry. I think people want you to buy suitcase. I'm like, where is this coming from,
dude,
like, I don't see that at all. I don't see that at all.
I think that's it. I don't think people feel safe showing patriotism because there's this entire giant cult of people that follow Donald Trump, and it's like they're nationalistic. Like they're just like, America, do or die, no matter what, love it or leave it, fly the flag. If you don't, if you burn the flag, like that's the worst thing. You should go to hell.
I don't think Donald Trump
die.
and Donald Trump supporters had anything to do with the media latching on to a guy's dong knocking over a pole vaulting thing.
Because you can't you can't be like, what this is about.
How in the world does a guy doing pole vaulting? I'm trying, but you're insane.
No, you can't support your country without appearing to be one of these people that you disagree with philosophically. Like,
but what does that have to do with the dude?
That's exactly it. Because there's nothing else they can show. There's nothing left because they took away what the Olympics was to you and me as a kid, which was like, oh, yeah, our country's awesome. We did good. We're trying hard. Or we like, what is more American than like coming up from the bottom and then making gold? That story
is Shay listening to this?
I don't know. I
Shay
doubt
needs
it.
to listen to this because then you guys would be best friends again.
Like, I don't think, I think that aspect is polluted by the fact that if you are patriotic, you appear to support Donald Trump. If you fly a flag, if you are like, if I put a flag in front of my house, everybody thinks I'm a Republican, which is not the thing. I could be like, yeah, I love my country. That could be enough. But then I have to say that I'm in with these guys that think Colin Kaepernick is a fascist because he wanted to stand up against, against police brutality. Why can't he do that? Like, why can't I like the flag and still agree with that guy? Why can't
You can fly the flag. It's you who thinks you can't.
I think most of the country feels like that right now. And I think that's why the Olympics is boring, because they have to focus on that guy's dong.
Yeah, I think the Olympics is super boring because I feel like everyone, remember how like Warped Tour or like Lollapalooza went from like being really cool to being corporate? I feel like that's the Olympics. Like, I feel like the Olympics went from like, let's get the best athletes from all over the world to compete. And their sole focus was to be the best athlete, like in the world or in that country, and for the glory of their country. And now, like I said, you have people who, like, they're there, and while they're there, they have like their OnlyFans account, like written in like, like an oil pen on their skin.
Yeah.
Or, they're focusing on the dong guy, or they're focusing on, just other things rather than what it should be about. And so I think that's what I've fallen away from the Olympics over the last decade just because of, and it just keeps getting, so like what kind of turned me off maybe, 8 years ago.
Yeah.
It's like I'm falling further and further and further to where like now I don't even care. Like I'll be like, oh, who won gold in like golf or, Simone Biles. Like, did she do good? I won't watch it, but I'll like tune in. Like, did she do good? I don't know if Michael Phelps is still swimming. Is he winning anything or whatever? But, and then the Winter Olympics I really like. I will try and catch those, but sound like there's a ghost over there.
It's my kid, and who I just told to be quiet. Hey. Okay, they got it.
Like the Winter Olympics, I like because it's like hockey. I love the hockey aspect of it. Luge, bobsled, like those types of things. But in all honesty, I can't remember like the last time I watched like a Winter Olympics. So in my mind, I think in my mind, now that I'm kind of talking out loud, someone's getting whooped. Hey, put the belt down, man.
Whoa. Cheers.
Yes. So that's what I was wondering. I was wondering if it's lost its luster. For me, I think it's a commercialization. For you, you think it has to do with politics.
I think the politics pushed the commercialization to the forefront because I think that the media wants to stay out of that. I think they're trying to steer clear of politics.
The media is trying to steer clear of politics? You tell me. You
NBC
just said that,
Universal.
correct?
Dude, I am not going to demonize the entire media. I think that's another part of this culture. Like the media's doing this wrong. It's like what Donald Trump talks about. Not all media is bad. I think capitalism breeds that. If you're talking about the news and you're reporting it and your goal is to sell advertising, that's bad. You're not going to get a clear picture.
What's a media outlet that you trust and you believe? Because I don't have any.
The Guardian?
The one that I could, which was like Vice, where they had like some awesome like punk rock, like guerrilla reporting, that was bought out.
And it's super, and now it was biased even then. Same. It's, yeah, you're right. But like The Guardian, it's a UK news source. They do great reporting on our country, and it's funded by UK tax dollars, and it's pretty unbiased. Or NPR. I think NPR tends to be biased in like what stories they pick up, but not in how they report them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I would completely disagree with you with NPR, but I don't know The Guardian, so I couldn't speak on that.
Check it out.
Like,
you can download the app.
So for me, if I go to somewhere where I'm like, okay, this could be trusted, like I would see that like the BBC, like I would just go to the BBC to get, somebody overseas who's just looking at what's going on in our country. Yeah. And then I started realizing that like that was even like there's still dollars that flow back and forth anyway between companies. So it's like, no, I guess that's not unbiased either. Like the world is like a really, really, really big, small place in, obviously in 2024. Yeah. And everybody, everyone is connected by a button push.
Get the Guardian app. You're going to, like when you get to sports, you're going to hear a lot about soccer, but that's the worst part. You're just like, I don't care about UK Premier League unless it's Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
But it's better. I do think NPR is biased in the fact that they have to, it's not if you get their app, the stuff you read is like, you get more, but if you're listening to NPR, they pick their stories. And I don't think that's unbiased.
Unfortunately, I used to listen to NPR quite often, and I feel like they are extremely biased to the left. So I do have a little trouble. If you say that they're not, I have a little trouble like thinking that the Guardian wouldn't be.
Oh, the Guardian is. It is not.
Because
Most
I 100%
analysts will
disagree with
say-
you with NPR.
Okay. Most analysts say the Guardian is like the least biased news source.
Would you say analyst or analyst?
Most analysts as well. But
Most analysts look at it and and draw their own conclusions.
yeah, I think NPR. It's funny because like definitely they're like if they have opinion pieces or like stuff that is supposed to be entertaining, like their game shows or like Garrison Keillor and stuff. That's left leaning. Like that stuff is obviously left leaning. But
I love me some Garrison Keillor. I do love his like Prairie Home Companion stuff. I love that stuff.
I think on their news reporting, I always think it's funny. It seems like they're tripping over themselves I don't know if it's to seem unbiased or to report like what they feel is both sides. But like, I listen to it, like I'll listen to NPR just about every day. I'll listen to like a 5-minute summary a couple times a day. And sometimes it's just funny to me how much they're trying to appeal to both sides. Like they're trying to be fair. I don't know. I don't really think they are completely fair. Like I do think they pick stuff that is left leaning in their stories. One thing, this is what pushed me over the edge, is when Hillary Clinton was running against Donald Trump, they did this story about Hillary visiting Brooklyn and made no mention of Bernie Sanders, like it being his hometown. And Bernie Sanders was well in the running. And so I wrote to the editor or whoever, I was like, hey, why didn't you say something about this? Like, is this not interesting to you? And they were like, they sent me like a link to a story they had done on Bernie Sanders like 4 months before that. They're like, we already covered Bernie Sanders. Basically, like, move on. We picked it, and you're going to have to live with it. So it kind of lost a lot of the flavor for me. Like me feeling like this is pretty unbiased. They get taxpayer dollars. They have to be. I don't think I think you're right. I think there is a left lean, but which left leaning? I guess it's like more centrist.
Yeah, I just don't trust any of them. Unfortunately, you watch your CNN and MSNBCs and stuff like that, and it's one side, and then I see Fox News, and it's so ridiculous.
Fox got sued for like $1 billion for how bad their reporting was.
And I think it's all the way around. You look at the CNNs and stuff like that, like the Hunter Biden laptop, or all these things that come out, and they don't report on them. They don't do anything, and then
it's just
a year or two
sensationalism.
comes back, and then it's they're like, well, where were you on this one, man? So I don't get it. I don't like it. So it's
check out the
difficult.
Guardian.
I'll look.
Check it out.
I'll check it out. But I
read
mean,
about
ultimately,
it. Like read what people say about it. That's what swayed me. Is that there were a lot of
but you're
people
also a self-proclaimed communist and
no
liberal, so it's tough to kind of take your word for it, man. You go to bed, you hold your stuffed Che Guevara.
I
plush
believe
toy.
I believe that people should own property. I'm not quite a communist.
Well, for the longest time, you said you were. So
No,
I'm glad you've come around.
I am a socialist. Like I do think that various forms, like various institutions, should be run by the government, like the police and the fire department. I mean, that's socialism. The highways, schools, that kind of stuff. Healthcare is a big thing. Feel like we could fix that. There you go. That's the end.
All right,
We
you guys.
done?
Yeah, that's the freebie. Let's get out of here.
All right. piece of pizza.
Pickle and food shop.
Say for the squids.
Yeah, pickle time.
Put that pickle in your pants. Get some booze inside your hands. Put that pickle in your pants. Get some booze inside your hands.
1996, we start this.